know I've talked quite a bit in the vlogs here and there about my my past as an actor and a model, but this one in particular was how I got beat out for my first movie role. So 1994, Manhattan, New York. It was the first movie I auditioned for. I had already booked a couple commercials and had been acting and modeling for a while, enjoying some success. And there was a movie that came along. And you know, if any of you have been an actor, you get callbacks and it's super exciting. You get called back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times, and you know, things can get nerve-wracking. You're like, oh, I really hope that I get this. I really, really hope that I get this. And you know, a large part of acting is rejection. What do you think about that? You get told no a lot. You don't get everything.
Yeah.
There was this movie that it was supposed to be a goofy movie that had kids in it, about kids in high school. I'm like, you know what? I just got out of high school. I could completely play a high school kid. And he was supposed to be kind of like the cool kid, kind of like the surfer cool kid kind of guy. And I was like, that's me. That's what I was in high school. Wasn't a surfer, but I had the kind of, I had that hair, and it was a whole thing. So I got this. So I went back and read. I had several callbacks. I think I went back and maybe read 3 or 4 times for this movie. I think even at the very end, we read with some people that had been cast already. So this was one of the leads. So this part was for the lead. And then I would go back to my manager's office and they would talk about it. And they're like, you know, I heard this between you and one other guy. He's blonde hair, you're dark hair. They're just deciding on what they want to go with. Do they want the dark hair guy? They want the blonde hair guy? I don't know. So the movie was National Lampoon's Senior Trip. It came out in 1995, and the part was for Dag. So it was kind of the cool guy, the cut up of the group. And yeah, come to find out, it was Jeremy Renner who beat me out. And I didn't know that until many, many years later after he became famous, because he kind of took a little while for his career to start off. I think he was probably about 24 or 26 when he booked that role. I was only 18 at the time. So he probably had already been acting for quite a long time before that. I know that I think he started in theater. You know, I did do some of that too, but he already had many years ahead of me, was probably far superior in acting. He's had a great career, so he's definitely a good actor. But I didn't see him until years later. He did The Hurt Locker, and he did some other stuff before then. He really kind of took off after that. And then he got to be like the Jason Bourne character in the Bourne Identity type movies. I'm like, holy crap. And then he got to be Hawkeye in the Avengers. So this guy's had this full career. And every time I see him, and the joke in my family is like, well, there's a guy that took my career. I could have been an Avenger. Could have been in The Hurt Locker.
Could have been Jason Bourne.
It could have been. So it's been like this running joke all the time. You know, I've been successful in my life so far, so I have nothing to complain about. But it always stings a little bit when I see, because that was his very first role he booked too. So he and I were both going for our first roles as actors at that point, head to head. He and I got beat out by Jeremy Renner. You know, I still have the main script that they did for the movie. I gotta go dig it out, but I know that I have it. I kept it for many, many years. And just as a kind of a keepsake from auditioning in that, and I really thought I was gonna get it. I was so happy. I remember calling home, being like, oh, I'm so excited. Having to walk to a payphone to call home, mind you. And just being so excited about possibly booking this, having that many callbacks, and to be beat out, and then to find out, I'm thinking it was probably 10 years later that it was Jeremy Renner that beat me out. You know, while part of me, it stings that you got beat out, but part of it makes me feel okay about it because he's become a huge actor. He's a very successful guy in acting. He's a great actor. So, what do you think about that?
Well, I would have been born, so I'm pretty happy.
You would have been born. Yeah, exactly. Life works out.
And you would have not have met Mom.
That's right. Life works out the way that it's supposed to work out. Everything happens for a reason. And I got that role, who knows what would have happened. I wouldn't have my family. I wouldn't be in where I am or my career. So I'm extremely blessed, and I'm happy that things worked out the way they did. But I just wanted to kind of document and tell you guys about the story and the running joke in our house that Jeremy Renner stole my career and I could have been an Avenger. So yeah, that's the story. It's a pretty interesting story. I think I have some more stories that I'll probably tell as time passes. about my time in acting and modeling and stuff like that, because it was a good time. It was an exciting time for me, and at being 18 years old and moving away from home and going to Manhattan and living in the big city and going to acting school in the city. It was an exciting time. I got to meet a lot of really cool people. So that's my Jeremy Renner story. That's my Jennifer. That's why he beat me out, because I can't talk correctly. All right, guys. Well, we need to run a Boy Scouts. We're on our way there, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Bye.
See ya.